caliber contenders. How do they stay motivated early in a season with so many games to play?
You know, it's hard. I think a lot of those guys, they're looking at, I would say now we're talking about load management for those type of teams. They're just trying to make sure their bodies, their minds are ready for that run. But usually those championship teams, they understand, they're motivated by winning. They get it together at the right time.
The shot by Holiday, no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. Here's George. Great touch on the 16-footer.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
And the rejection by Zubats. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up over Williams. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Harkless.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Holiday kicks to Williams. Holiday against Beverly. Down low. Here's Redick, and it's sent back by George.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Leonard draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
Clippers with the ball. Harkless the pass to Leonard. Beverly dishes to Leonard. 5 on the clock. And there's the pass to George. Fades and shoots. Again, Los Angeles.
It's amazing everything Leonard gives you, including the eyes to find the open man.
Outside Williams. Redick against George. Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. Here's Leonard. Here's Harkless. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Holiday finds Williams. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Here's Favors. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
There, they get it going. 1 for 4 now. Always feel good to get that first one.
Outside, George. And it's Leonard, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Leonard's got his second basket of the night. Outside Williams. Back to Holiday. Outside Redick. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
They get the rebound. Chalk up 2 there. Favors has got his second basket of the game.
One of the foremost offensive rebounders in the game. Favors always in pursuit.
Holiday against Beverly. A beautiful reverse layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Outside Williams. Pass to Favors. Outside Redick. Back to Favors. Puts up a 3. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Inside, here's Leonard. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Leonard's got 6 points.
Electrifying play by Kawhi Leonard. Boy, he is talented. This team relies on him for so much.
Now here is Holiday. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Pass to Ingram. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
The first free throw is good.
A big key to the Clippers' recent surge, the development of Montrezl Harrell. His activity and his ability to score have been infectious for this team, and he also can be very intimidating.
Both free throws good for Ingram. And the Clippers getting Harrell in that Chris Paul deal turned out to be a decent trade for both teams.
You're totally right. The Rockets already had Capella. Harrell was sort of a redundant in terms of skill set, and you can only have one rim runner on the floor before you began to compromise spacing.
Now here's Williams. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball. Here's Harkless. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Patrick Beverly. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
He's not trying to take over necessarily. He's just taking what the defense allows and contributing to the cause. Well, you talk about someone who's an absolute piranha on defense, and that is Patrick Beverly. Gives you no room to get comfortable and is a thorn in his assignment side.
And Smitty with Beverly and his defense, it's not like he turns it on or off.
Nope, he's always going full speed on defense. It's been his calling card as a player for years now, and it's what he's made his name on in the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And you think of the resiliency of New Orleans. It feeds into the ethos of their sports teams, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. Certainly the Pelicans have had their challenges too. Injuries, turnover, and leadership. You can't give up, though. I think that's something this organization and the fans can relate to.
And he sinks the second.
You look back, in the 7 seasons, the Pelicans have been better than average defensively. They've made the playoffs 6 times. The other 10 seasons, only 1 playoff appearance. Defense has been the difference.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one, good.
To score, Holiday does not need to get all the way to the rack. He uses a wide variety of floaters in the lane.
Well, the Pelicans falling off last season at the defensive end. Smitty, what's the key for them getting back on track?
They've got to do a better job of contesting three-point shots. They were awful. Also, cutting down on turnovers would enable them to get back defensively.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pelicans. 7-point differential. And Redick kicks to Holiday. And there's the defensive 3-second call. New Orleans shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
Here's Leonard. It's deflected.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. His long reach really allowing him to collect a good number of block shots.
Now here is Holiday. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Leonard. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Holiday, the pass to Hart. Back to Holiday. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
George, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Redick against Williams. Redick passes to Holiday. Pass to Hart from the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Clippers leading by 5. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
New Orleans has gone 0 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Outside, Redick. Ingram against Leonard. Ingram kicks to Holiday. The three ball. Nailed from three-point land. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
This is the versatility we talk about with Drew. Able to beat you with the drives and from distance.
Shot from the low block. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Ingram.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
Both shots good from the stripe.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Here's Melly. Last time out, he had 14 points. Okafor in the post. Harrell on him. Count that one.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Williams with a clean look. And the first shot of the night for him missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's defended by Harrell. Here's Hart. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Man passes to Leonard. Now Green. He had 10 points in the win against Boston.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Back to Jackson. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Fifth, the Clippers.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Pelicans with the rebound. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Their D was just phenomenal in the last game. We'll see if they bring that same intensity again. The Pelicans tried to build a contender around Anthony Davis. They're hoping this go around with Zion Williamson, they'll be able to create a more complete team.
And Steve, with the Anthony Davis trade completed, a new look for the Pelicans.
Yes, plan A, Kevin, was to make it work with Anthony Davis. Instead, they have acquired a lot of young talent, a ton of it. In time, they'll become a team, in my opinion, to be reckoned with.
And that one falls for Okafor. You know, Steve, so much goes into being an effective bench player. What do you like to see in a team's sixth man?
What I love, Kevin, is a guy that can come off as a sixth man is he doesn't disrupt what's going on with the starters. Also, he's ready. And most of those guys that wins that award, they don't need time to adjust to the game. They come in and make an immediate impact.
And what was more fun to watch last season than Patrick Beverley checking Kevin Durant in the playoffs?
Patrick Beverley's energy and fight gave the Clippers a chance every night. Obviously, the Warriors' talent won out, but the Clippers made them work every step of the way.
The drive by Green. Here's Alexander Walker. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Hart. Over Leonard. And the Pelicans miss again. And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leading by 5. Passes to Leonard. Over Jackson. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Green. Dishes it to Williams. Now the pass to Mann. Back to Williams. From deep three-point range. No good on the shot.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Los Angeles leading by 5. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Harrell is out there with Green. Then it's Williams. And it's Mann in at the 2-guard spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. Those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. The Clippers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
With Kawhi, you love his talent, but just as important, you love the basketball IQ and work ethic.
Now here's Moore. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. The dish to Okafor. Here's Hart. He's covered by Leonard. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yes, the last few years, the rules changes have tended to benefit the offenses. This evens things out a bit.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harkless is checked in. Now here's Harrell. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And last season, Montrezl Harrell absolutely came alive for the Clippers.
He's always played with energy, but was more focused and made the most of his chances. You like to see him provide a little more on the glass, but make no mistake, he's a great finisher at the rim.
Shooting 2.
No good on that one. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reasons why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays. You know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
Pelicans trail by 11. Jackson passes to Melly. Out to the wing. Moore inside. Guarded by Green. Great D that time from Green.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
To the inside. Harrell. Harrell on the foul. Harrell's got the lead up to 13 now for Los Angeles.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Moore. Four on the clock. To halt the run, and he hits the jump shot.
You know, Etuan Moore just finds ways to score, spotting up, coming off screens, in isolation, and right there in the pick and roll.
Now here's Williams. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 11.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Williams against Jackson. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Now here's Favors. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Hart. Green with the rebound.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Mann. Now here's Harrell. And the rejection by Favors.
What perfect timing on that play. Derek Favors, an outstanding shot blocker.
Jackson against Williams. And the rejection by Harrell.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Williams. Over in the corner, Harkless. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In a time of renewal for the Pelicans, ownership transitioning, new front office, the #1 overall pick, Zion Williams.
Guys, after the turmoil of last season, a renewed sense of optimism. New life for this franchise.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. New Orleans making a switch here. And so he makes both from the line. And here's Holiday. He has 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Williams. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Favors. No good off the back of the rim.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look. But
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Moore. Trying to end the drought. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
it is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think is helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. J.J. Redick's checked in for New Orleans. Harkless hits them both. Pelicans trail by 17. Outside Williams. Back to Holiday. There's the pass to Redick. Shot clock at 6. The feed now to Favors. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Favors has got 6.
And while Favors has developed his outside shot, right there in the paint is his comfort zone.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Los Angeles with another miss. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for New Orleans. 15-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Redick with the bucket.
I mean, a tremendous all-around talent. Drew Holiday keeping his eyes up and his options open.
To the middle. And there's Paul George on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 3 assists in the game. And Holiday kicks to Redick. Pass to Williams. Ingram against Harrell. Williams looking over the floor. Passes to Favors. Over Harkless. Favors can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Zubac. Harrell up top. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. It's a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 16.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Holiday finds Williams. Stolen by George. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
The pass to Ingram. He dishes it to Redick. Out to Favors. Tries from 16. They get a hand on it. Ingram. And the rejection by Zubac. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Patrick Beverly taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Beverly.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter. Someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And so he hits both. Pelicans trail by 20. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Redick. To the paint. Ingram with it. George picks him up. Shot clock at 5. To stop the run. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Well, for New Orleans, shooting 32% overall right now, not one of their better showings.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
Now here's Okafor. He's got 6. This one for 3. It's hauled in by George.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Passes it to Harrell. Pelicans pull it in. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Now here is Holiday. Following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Alexander Walker passes to Redick. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, we know Leonard's an elite two-way machine, but there he shows us the artistry.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Fresh from a win, the most points in transition over the past 10 games. In third, the Pelicans.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Outside, Redick. Holiday with it. He's got 5. Ingram outside. Back to Holiday. Over Beverly. And the Pelicans miss again.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
George double teamed. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. hand here are the Pelicans now. New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Redick bounce pass. Ingram passes to Alexander Walker. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at the Clippers. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And checking out New Orleans, they're down there in the 10th spot.
And right now for the Clippers, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
I agree. As good as they've been, they do seem like they're missing that true killer instinct that sets the great teams apart from the good ones.
Now Beverly following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Zubac. And a deep 3 from George. Okafor grabs the miss. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Ingram outside. To stop the drought. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Okafor's got 8 points.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Beverly feeling it out a bit. And George kicks to Harrell. Now Leonard. 17 points for him last game against Boston.
And he did great work on the defensive end, too, with 3 steals on the night.
Here's Harrell, and at last they get one to fall. He's got 7.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And it's Okafor missing.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Nobody near George. It's good from long range.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Here's Holiday. There's the 3. And that one released in time, but no good.
An all-defensive first-teamer. Beverly once again getting up into his man and locking him down.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Clippers on top, delivering the blowout. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
And this is Alvin Gentry's 4th stop as an NBA head coach. He's been working as an NBA assistant, get this, since 1988.
Over 3 decades in this league. A decade coaching in college. Worked for and with so many legendary coaches. He's seen it all.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Williams is out there with Ingram, and it's Favors in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Stolen by Holiday. Down low. And it's Ingram missing.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Inside, here's Holiday. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Holiday's got 7.
One of the stronger guards in the league. Holiday will take it up inside any chance you give him.
George dishes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac from outside the arc. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Outside Holiday. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Outside Redick. Just 5 to shoot. From outside off the mark.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
Beverly the pass to George. And the rejection by Favors. Now here's Williams. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside Holiday. Favors finds Holiday. Got a piece of it. It's tipped.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverley is a great shot blocker.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Outside Williams. Top of the key, Holiday. Outside, Redick. Over Leonard. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. They throw good, Paul George. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Pelicans. New Orleans moving it around, and Hart has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. With a floater, George with the defensive effort. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Hart. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Hart. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got 18 points.
Always up there among the leaders in steals. Leonard gets his team out in transition.
Again, New Orleans turns it over.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Lou Williams. Putting up about 22 points per, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
And Leonard gets it to go.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Here's Hart. And just miss after miss right now.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by New Orleans. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. 22 points for Leonard.
Feeling that one all the way. Leonard lethal in the catch and shoot game.
Melly passes to Hart. The pass to Favors. Williams with the steal. Over in the corner, Green sinks the triple. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass? Jackson
passes to Favors. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Ejuan Moore is checked in for Kenrich Williams.
Substitution for the Pelicans. Ejuan Moore.
Favors against Green. 9 feet out. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul called on Los Angeles.
And Favors with those broad shoulders takes up a lot of space going up to shoot.
The Pelicans have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
You know, the shooting ability of Derek Favors combined with his size makes him a hard matchup for most defenses.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Leonard. That one misses. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Williams' shot is off. Well, for New Orleans, shooting only 27% from the field, looking pretty ugly out there. Jackson, that's good.
He has a score-first mindset. Ejuan plays with a lot of poise, and that buys him time to find an open man.
Now here's Williams. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Hart. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Harrell. Williams passes to Green. Outside Williams. Poked away. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Moore. Pass to Hart. Got a hand on it. Man, guarded by Jackson. Feeds to Williams. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Well, so far, his cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Moore outside. Dishes it to Favors. 5 to shoot. Jackson from long range. But they'll get another chance. They get it back. And another shot. Green with the block.
And the rim protection from Jermichael. Another thing he brings to the table.
Here's Harkless. And again, no good by the Clippers. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for New Orleans. Hart. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Hart's got 5 now.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Man passes to Williams. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Williams kicks to Harrell. Pass to Man. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Hart. Lays it up off the glass. Hart's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Because right now it feels like
in about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The Clippers in second. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
I mean, both of these clubs rebounding at such a high rate. They're not just creating second chance opportunities, but even third and fourth opportunities at times.
Now, here is George. 22 points for him, and it's Harrell missing. Here's Alexander Walker. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Pass to Okafor. Now Ingram. And no good. George with the defensive effort. Okafor against Beverly. He feeds it to Harrell to end the cold streak, and it's good on the way up. Harrell's got 9 points.
Getting hit on the way up, the ability to finish in traffic might be Harrell's strongest attribute offensively.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Now the pass to Harrell. Count it. Harrell's got 4 points this quarter.
What a great shot. This is why Harrell shoots over 60% for his career.
Pass to Hart. Moore against Williams. Back to Hart. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Hart's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pelicans. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. To the middle. It's tipped. Okafor with the steal. To the inside. Here's Moore. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Moore's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Showing he's not just a perimeter jump shooter. Each one will push for a better shot if he sees an opening.
Passes it to Williams. And here's Beverly. He has 5. Just 4 to shoot. And it's denied. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Moore against Williams. And it's Moore penetrating. And it's in there. Moore's got his third basket of the night.
Excellent drive. You often see Moore facing up from the perimeter, but he's developed the ball handling over his career.
Beverly with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. And it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Los Angeles, finishing the quarter up by a whopping. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Beverly and Williams, the guard tandem. And it's George in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
The feed to Beverly. To the paint. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. Leonard's got 24.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Beverly. George against Redick. The 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate. Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Okafor with the ball. Bucket is good.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
And it's Williams with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. The pass to Harrell. Back to Williams. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Trying to finish out the game strong. You have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Los Angeles foul. Williams. That's his first personal foul.
And with all the uncertainty in New Orleans last season, Drew Holiday staying focused on winning games.
You know, Kevin, with everything he's been through, whether it's his injuries, his wife dealing with her own health scare, it gives you perspective on things.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
One of the better defenders in the league, Drew Holiday embraces the challenge.
A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Patterson comes in for Leonard. Rodney McGruder's checked in for George. Robinson is subbed in for Lou Williams. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hayes, he's checked in for Ingram. And it's Kenrich Williams in for J.J. Redick. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. And defending the top scorers in the league is no picnic, but Drew Holiday says it's fun for him.
That's what he grew up on, and he comes from a basketball family. Defense was a topic of conversation at the dinner table.
Here's McGruder.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
New Orleans making a switch here. Gray's checked in.
Pelican substitution. Josh Gray.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Zubac, bounce pass. Here's Beverly. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Nice shot by Patrick. Smooth mid-range jumper with a compact release.
Outside Williams. Pass to Alexander Walker. Now the dish to Hayes. And the shot goes in. Hayes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Here's Robinson. Oh, that's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac finds Patterson. Excellent D there from Okafor.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. And the Clippers making a switch here.
Man.
Now Williams. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Hayes dishes to Gray. Off target with his 3. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Zubac. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, if it's a Zubac, may not block a lot of shots, but Smitty, he is still a solid defender.
What Zubac does is a great job of challenging players at the rim and provides great help from the weak side. He does rack up a lot of defensive fouls, but hopefully that decreases with time.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the pass to Hayes. And the rejection by Zubac. Fader on the way. And the Clippers miss again. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Zubac kicks to Robinson. Back to Zubac. Pass to Magruder. Over Williams. And it's Magruder missing. New Orleans gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Pass to Gray. And the rejection by Zubac. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Now here's Hayes. On the wing, Williams. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Williams has got his first points in this one.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
There's the pass to Patterson. Outside Robinson. And it's Melly with the rebound. Melly's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Gray, guarded by Robinson.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Magruder. Launches a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Magruder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Passes to Alexander Walker. Here's Melly. Pass to Gray. For 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here is Robinson. Here's Magruder. Plays it up and banks it in.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Here's Hayes. Outside Williams. Knocks it loose. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Melly. Clock at 4. Here's Gray. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Robinson. Count the basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Gray. And here's Hayes. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Frank Jackson.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Patterson with it. Outside Robinson. And there's the pass to Kabengele. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
To stretch out the defense, you just need enough guys on the floor who can make that shot.
Jackson kicks to Gray. Moore outside. Pass to Hayes. Back to Jackson. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Pass to Patterson. And that one, good.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Hayes in the post. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Outside Robinson. Shoots from 14, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And New Orleans gets called for the foul.
At the line for your Clippers. Man. Taking 2 shots.
Two.
And he knocks down the first one. Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. He hits both from the stripe. The Pelicans shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Outside Jackson. Moore outside. Pass to Hayes. Back to Moore. 4 on the shot clock. Jackson from long range. Not going to go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Mann. Over Moore. Nice shot from the wing. Man. Here's Gray.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for George.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Okafor with the block. And they're able to recover. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And New Orleans gets called for the foul.
Shooting for Los Angeles, Jerome Robinson. At the line for 2.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Robinson. Williams, he's checked in for more. Robinson hits them both. 40 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Gray passes to Okafor. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Robinson. Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. There's 18 seconds left in the game. A step-back shot here. It's rebounded by Hayes. Jackson looking around. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt